is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still for this kid.
I mean, only MVP candidates. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well,
We are live in Portland as the Trailblazers are about to go into this interconference contest. It's with our analysts, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And for the Heat right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start on this road trip. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
This team has already played well, and they really believe so. They don't have any worries when they go away from home.
Not yet, in any way, but that could change if the first few games of this road trip don't go according to plan. It served them very well to start things off on the right foot here, though, today.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Miami, Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside, and it's Freak in at the point. Now here's Henderson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Dang goes in. That's good.
Assist goes to Freak.
On defense, Miami. They are coming into this having notched a win against...
About how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's Henderson after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Now Henderson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Plumlee, and it's blocked by Whiteside, and the basket by Lillard. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And once more, he gets it on. Another bucket from Freak. Freak's got 6.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. Now here's Freak. He picked up 36 points in their last one against New York.
And how about how opportunistic he was defensively? Steal after steal for him in that game just showed the quickness of his hands and anticipation.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, guys, Terry Stotts had a few moments to share with me. A big factor in today's game, he said, is how they are able to handle Chris Bosh. He said often in games, Bosh is the X factor with his ability to gather rebounds and finish off chances inside. In order to keep him from dominating the fight on the glass, they'll have to match his intensity every step of the way. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris.
All right, I want everyone to give it up.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Kaman's checked in for Plumlee. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Al Farouk Amini. Lee's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And it's Udrich in for Lillard. The Heat also changing it up. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Green comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Freak. 6 points for him. The 19-foot shot, and there's another one for the Heat.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
1:39 left to play in the first quarter. Davis kicks to Porter, releases from 15.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want, but they've been trickling out on them, guys. They've just got to stay with it, persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
And that is good. And that's now 11 points for Freak.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The Heat leading by 11. Stoudemire dishes to Freak. Bosch the screen. Here's Freak. And again, Miami with the triple.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Udrich the pass to Keenan. And the rejection by Stoudemire. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Fires the three. And the Heat, another three.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Kaman, another miss by Kaman.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Heat lead by 17. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
It's a great.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Freak with it. 17 points in the game.
Sticking too much.
Here's Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Heat lead by 21.
Well, they've really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose caroms, stacking up second chance buckets in a big pile.
Yeah, and those hustle points are just another reason they're in control. Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And Aminu kicks to Porter, passes it to Udrich, clock at 4, and stolen by Freak. And here we go, Freak heading to the hoop, throws down the breakaway jam.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
Oh! Stop this. Man, oh, man.
The solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
Timed it perfectly, you're right, and caught the defense totally off guard.
Hey, guys, how about his coach? Looked like his heart was in his throat there for a second. Now, though, he's able to smile, more of a smile of relief.
Udrich with the excellent feed that time.
And here's Freak, who's got 23. Lets the three fly, and he gets the bucket. Freak's got 26 points.
Now he's starting to pick up from what he accomplished in the first quarter, where he made 3 of his three-point attempts.
And stolen by Freak. We've got a 9-second.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be.
Rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Heat out front, open.
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne, what about the way the offense unfolded?
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Where?
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
Damian Lillard out there with Henderson. Then it's Plumlee, and there's Davis, and it's Aminu in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He finished with 36 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
That's his first personal foul.
The Trailblazers have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Now here's Freak, covered by Lillard. Freak dishes to Whiteside. Now Freak, he's got 32, and he gets it to go.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Lillard attacking. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. Number 1, the Heat.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
And he knocks down the first one. And Portland making a change here. Kamen's checked in. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Miami with the ball. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. For the Trailblazers, Porter's checked in for Aminu. Lee comes in for Gerald Henderson. And it's Udrich in for Lillard. The Heat also changing it up. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Gerald Green comes in for Chris Bosh. And Freak subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Shot clock at 6. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Porter with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Porter's running. 3-on-3. And Freak throws it down.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped. And here's a look at some numbers for Plumlee. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. Averaging 12 points, 10 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
And when you look at those rebounds, they have a cumulative effect on the opponent. His effort wears them down physically and mentally.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Davis is checked in to the left side wing. Udrih for 3, and it's Freak with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Udrih. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Kamen's shot is good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Freak passes to Dragic. Stoudemire the screen, and a wide-open look for Freak. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Davis sets a screen, and Udrih kicks to Davis, and the rejection by 12 seconds left to play here in the third, and stolen by Udrih. And Udrih with a clear path to the hoop.
Don't call that.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. He doesn't get the second one. Freak. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the... Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. On the court for the Heat, Freak, he's in at point guard. Winslow is out there with Josh McRoberts. Then it's Stoudemire, and it's Bayless in at the shooting guard position. Davis sets a screen. Lee dishes to Porter. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. The shot will not go. Stoudemire with the defensive effort.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Freak. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lillard attacking. That's good. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Pass to McRoberts. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Freak kicks to Stoudemire. Here's Bayless. No good. Now Portland takes it the other way. There's the pass to Davis. Stoudemire with the defensive effort.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Winslow's shot is off.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Davis sets a screen. Lillard attacking. Lee up top. Mack the pass to Porter. And that one's good. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Freak. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Freak's got 45 points.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. So for the Trailblazers, Plumlee. Whiteside's checked in for the Heat. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Whiteside sets the pick for Freak. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Freak. No good. Nice D from Lillard. Harkless dishes to Lillard. Cannot hit. And it's Miami the other way.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game one has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Freak. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And he's good on the second. Now here's Porter. Ball's knocked loose, and so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited.
Men amongst boys tonight.
Dwayne, you have
The 2K Sports.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact.